So here on the show today, it's Trending Tuesday. I want to tell you about the first coffee club exclusively for entrepreneurs. Got to know a gentleman by the name of Travis, the Coffee Man, SDs. He's very passionate about coffee. He's a passionate entrepreneur in the coffee business who thinks you should have your own barista in your home. He's promising other entrepreneurs, many of whom now work from home, they'll never have to leave the house to have a total sensory coffee experience. And he's got a machine called the Dolce Vita and a monthly coffee subscription club. He's an expert in beans, machines, and recipes, and the founder of Revive Coffee. Hello, Travis.
Hello, Debbie. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm loving what you're doing. The more I read about coffee and how expensive it is and how much money people spend on it, the more I think you're onto something really cool here.
You know, when we first launched this, it wasn't just about the cost savings, but as we kind of dug into it, we did find we were able to save our customer about 70% off the cup of coffee at a coffee shop. So they were super excited about that.
Does your machine make all those kinds of things someone would be able to pick out on a board, say, in a Starbucks?
Yeah, what's beautiful about our machine is it's really a digital barista that sits in your house. So just think about it. Every morning, it's like waking up at the Four Seasons with your own personal barista. You go out into your kitchen, you push a button, it grinds the beans, it presses the beans into a small pot, it shoots high-pressure water through it, and then boom, you have the most perfect cup of coffee. The machine is pre-programmed with about 20 different drinks, and then we can also walk you through how to program more. So, you know, it does have a true espresso brewer in it, so you can make your shot of espresso if that's what you drink, your plain black coffee, a double espresso, a latte, a cappuccino. We even have a flavored program where you can do seasonal favorites like, say, a pumpkin spice latte or something like that in the fall. So we really kind of cover all those bases of the coffee shop.
That's serious, Travis. That's really exciting.
But the best part about it is the consistency of quality. If you go to a coffee shop and you order, say, a latte, if Jimmy's working or Susie's working, it's going to be just a little bit different. Let's say it's Susie's first day on the job. It may not be quite as good as Jimmy's. But when you wake up in the morning and you press that button, that machine is pre-programmed in-house, and it makes the drink exactly the same every single time.
Wow, that's really exciting, actually. Really exciting. So, what was your whole interest in coffee? How did it all begin with you? Do you have, I don't know, tell me.
You know what's funny is my earliest memory of being a child is waking up to that smell of coffee every single morning. And, you know, this was, you know, I'm in my 40s now. My parents had a drip coffee machine. They set it the night before, and that's the first thing that I would smell every single morning.
Right.
And I didn't really think of it as an entrepreneur, but that had been anchored in my brain my entire life. So when I got an opportunity to get into the coffee business, I jumped on it and loved it. And we've been making waves in the business. We brought in a 5-star executive chef. We started creating our own recipes. We started manufacturing our own equipment. We started roasting our own beans so that when customers would come to us, we say, here's your solution. We'll take care of everything. And we've now done the same thing for a home consumer. One of the things that a lot of people don't know is that coffee is actually 8 times more complex than wine. So you think about those wine connoisseurs out there. Think about 8 times the aromatics that wine has is actually in coffee. So there's a lot more things we can do with coffee, but the complexity of the beans and the drinks and, you know, what you can do by adding pressure to it. And one of the things we always recommend and provide in the club is clear coffee mugs, because you want to see that color too, because you want to get that total sensory experience. A lot of people say, oh, it's just black coffee, but really it's 1,000 shades of brown. And it's just something that's absolutely beautiful. And people don't realize when you put pressure to that bean and you grind it and it's fresh, you can pull all that fresh oil out of the coffee and really, really get a total coffee experience.
Yeah,
that's one thing that's beautiful about this machine is you press the button and you're going to see the coffee come out in all these amazing colors, and it just kind of dances in the cup, and you smell the beans being ground fresh, and then you taste it, and it just wakes you up in the morning. It has all 5 of your senses activated, and you're ready to go. So I took a really hard look at some of our customers and some of our early adopters about 1.5 years ago, and spent a lot of time with them and calling them, and it turned out a lot of them were entrepreneurs, business owners. They had families, they had kids, they didn't have a lot of time. And I said, well, what is this doing for you? And I remember he's actually a Hollywood director. One of our first customers said, hey, this takes my coffee preparation from 30 minutes in the morning down to 2. It's amazing. I don't have to go to the coffee shop, drive 15 minutes there, wait 15 minutes in line, drive 15 minutes back. I can literally push a button and I'm ready to go. And I have an even better cup of coffee than what I could get at the coffee shop. So it just kind of evolved from there. And, you know, these are the people that I have so much in common with. that I love to serve, and they're just great people and great customers, and just seems to fit in their life perfectly.